I remember reading it and being like, huh.
yeah.
Bad songs.
7 years, he would have been 17, 18.
When I used to think when old people were stuck listening to their old music, it's like,
Yeah.
I get that now.
Well,
I used to think when I was that age, being like, this is like old and shit, why do you still listen to this? I get it now.
I knew I wasn't cool. but I remember thinking I was cool by not being cool because of this music. Like, so I didn't...
Is that like a paradox? Be more mindful of this shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Yesterday's Yells.
Yelling!
Yay! Maybe a theme song one day for it.
I already know that I'm way more energetic than I was last time. I was so dead last time.
There wasn't any concerts last night.
No.
So feeling a touch more.
I think I went to bed at like 8:30.
Feeling a touch more fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. Hooray! All right. So last week, what was it?
The Chariot.
The Chariot. That's right. Yeah, I was just editing that video.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
This week, so that was your selection. My selection is going to be one that I think we both sort of both have a lot of time invested into. Love listening. So, exactly what it is. It's just the used self-titled album.
Yeah.
So that was 2002 that came out. Yeah. So this one for me, I'll just tell you, like, I definitely like jammed the shit out of this. Not when it first came out because I was very young still at that age.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely once I found the used, got into the used and started like just listening to all their stuff. This was the album that stood out to me a lot, and it is that good that I think I can't remember exactly, but it might have been 2022. It ended up on my most listened.
Really?
Top 100
from
the year before.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So yeah, that album ended up back on there. So I think there was a few night shifts at work where I just like jammed it, slayed it. Like
Yeah.
So that's, to me, that's how good it was. Where it's still relevant and still like,
you know how
catchy.
You've said that you would sometimes listen to... There'd be a certain album that you'd listen to and then you'd listen to the back catalogue.
Yeah.
So that was like probably one of the first times back in the day that you would have listened to the first album first.
Yeah, probably. Even unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was it.
All right. Yeah.
So that's where we all kicked off. At that time, I don't know, I've learnt more about it over the years, but I do remember, I think it's one of those real big sort of albums that definitely defined his sound as well.
Yeah.
With Bert, that's his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Singer. So I think
McCracken?
Something like that. I think, yeah. Okay. So I remember reading it and being like, huh.
yeah. He's like a weird looking dude too.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been greasy and shit. Yeah, Mick Kraken.
Mick Kraken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serve that at McDonald's. I think just to veer off a little bit and talk about his voice, I think he was definitely one of the first people, I don't know, this is my opinion, purely all feelings, no facts. He sort of pioneered that like vocal fry / singing sort of, like being able to transition between the two very easily between screaming and singing.
So my first thing of them was The Taste of Ink. I remember seeing it on like C4 or something like that, and I was like, oh yeah, all right, that's all right. And then I remember Grayson showed me a box full of sharp objects, and I remember thinking that he like screams, but then he throws up on stage, and like that was my first thing of, oh, that's how people scream. They like just fuck their vocals up so much that they like just, and like I was like, who's the bird?
So just so much passion in it.
Yeah.
Which I mean, probably back then.
Well,
if you want to talk about vocal technique nowadays, but yeah.
But that's the thing. I like the people that do scream like that still, and like all those vocals. I like more. I like
yes.
Will,
just fucking
what's
your
his
voice
name?
box up.
Yeah, what's Will Ramos or whatever.
Yeah, you better get that right because there'll be hordes of people after you.
But like, obviously Lorna Shore's crazy good and stuff. But like, the vocals, they're like, and I could never.
No.
But like, it's
all technique.
Yeah.
Which, like, kudos. It's like it's
still
insane.
It's still insane.
Vocals.
Absolutely. But like, when I hear like the used, I'm like, that's That's real hardcore.
Just, yeah.
But it shouldn't be. But it's still, it's what I think still.
It's what people knew back then too. It's not like nobody knew how to do it.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah. I don't know, because there was a lot of shit like that, like Lamb of God and stuff like that still had a bit of screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, they obviously had some sort of
technique. And Slipknot, I think, would have been around.
Yeah, well,
then,
true.
so.
Yeah, Slipknot.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of like the older bands.
Like Pantera and stuff like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Switching between that, like, screamy singing.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the first, I reckon.
It was definitely, because for me as well, this is like a huge album that influenced me. When we were talking about it, how I was saying, because we took music class together, and I played drums and you played guitar.
Yeah.
And at the end of our year, we had to play a song.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what I had something. Oh, I remember what I had. Blindside, Pitiful.
Oh, yeah.
Was like what I was, but there was just the most simple drum beat in the world. I wonder if I can find it.
Mean.
And then if I go.
Like nothing but something was terribly wrong.
And those two things right there is the whole entire song. And I remember our music teacher was like, "You're not doing that, it's too easy." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I did Bulimic, which had some nice offbeats and some nice fills
that's
and
got
stuff
a
in it.
pretty cool drum beat.
Yeah. But yeah, I specifically remember being like,
what did we play together?
We did do something together.
I thought we did something. Maybe you played the drums to something simple as
I think we did original song as well.
Maybe.
Would have been I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember. Too long ago.
I'm 80% sure.
I just remember doing, slightly off subject now, but doing, having all this like classical music to play and stuff like that, and doing a couple of different things because for the different units. But then one of them was like I had to do one of the songs for whatever reason. I can't remember what it was exactly for what unit, but it was House of the Rising Sun, and that was just like the easiest thing to play. Like,
I like how we just try to go for the easiest thing.
And it was just like, and then I got like excellence for it.
Oh, aye.
Because
Nice.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Well executed.
Yeah, you would have just been like, classical music.
But yeah, no. I remember jagging that, and it was kind of easy. What have you got in the way there? Anything notes wise? I know this is my one technically, but
you saw that I had it up.
Yeah.
So I was reading about it before. There was like quite a few things. They embarked on a headlining tour with support of Finch. The movie Life. I don't think I've ever heard them in my whole entire life. And My Chemical Romance. And then they followed up with a co-headlining tour with Finch.
Yeah, okay.
Which, I love my Finch.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked that they did that
They're
together.
all in that realm, yeah.
But then one thing is it's got a whole thing on the Wikipedia page saying Legacy. The album has since become recognised as a landmark album for emo-core and screamo genres. Many bands such as Escape the Fate, Crown the Empire, and Static Lullaby have cited the album as a major influence of their sound. It's been known as the part of the top 20 emo albums that have resolutely stood the test of time. It's got Alternative Press ranked A Box Full of Sharp Objects as number 45 and Taste of Ink as number 21 on their best 100 singles of the 2000s.
Damn.
So...
Well, I mean, I would agree with all of
that. Yeah. I completely agree with all of that too. And that's one thing that I think is, like, I was in the car listening to it and I was like, yeah, all of it still stands up.
Yeah.
And he's got a really cool, nice voice as well.
Yeah.
Which I think has only gotten better over time.
Yeah.
With everything that they've done. So do you have any, like... core memories of like when you first heard it, how you heard it, what went through your mind, who you were dating, what
dating?
I don't know.
Weird.
I want the specific, maybe the date.
No, I can't. Another one that was just like it was in that same time of listening to Heroin as well. There was this vague memory of just listening to these used albums in the car on like family road trips in the back, just pouting. Nah, not like that. But just had my headphones in, listening. Just the only way to get through family road trips, really, with all the driving.
Yeah. Because what, we would have been 16 for that music class? Or
yeah, probably 16. 17. Okay, 16, we got that. Maybe 17, that was my last year at school.
Yeah. But it would have been, and it would have been towards the end of the year. But, true, so like we would have been maybe 15, 16 when we first heard it, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
But the thing that I thought the craziest looking at this was like, because that Finch album came out in 2002, and I remember getting that when I was 11 and 12.
Yeah, right.
But then I didn't hear this until I was probably, like 15, 16-ish. Which, they came out and they toured together, but I still...
Yeah, you still had no idea about it.
Yeah, it took me like 3 or 4 years to actually catch up to what was going on the old Warp tours.
Yeah. But as for like finding them, I can't remember exactly. I think it was just one of those things where I probably heard it from you guys.
Yeah,
and then it was just like I had it on my iPod, and so...
Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that Grayson, like, because he was like, oh, listen to this, and I saw the used, and I knew they sung that Taste of Ink, and like, I didn't not like a Taste of Ink, but it just wasn't in the realm of kind of what I was in at the time. But then, showing me a box full of sharp objects, I was like, holy crap. And it made me like get into the rest of them, and I've definitely followed them ever since. They're just crazy talented.
Another one, another iconic like intro to an album too, like the actual first song on there.
On Maybe Memories.
Maybe Memories, yeah. There's a bit of some weird shit at the beginning. I just think it's such a cool opening riff for an album. Like, it just really sets the tone for the rest of it.
And kind of the tone for them as well, really.
Don't edge me.
I'm going to play the drum beat to Bulimic.
Alright. Bulimic.
I still just remember.
Can you air drum it?
I probably could, but. See that offbeat?
From the way that you acted to the way that I felt it, it wasn't worth my time. Now it's at five. I missed it.
What is your favourite on there?
I don't know, man. This is another one. I do like a box full of sharp objects.
Yeah.
I'll probably go with that. Just it's so good. But even like, there's probably not an actual song on there that I can't say that I'd like, that I would skip.
Yeah.
Even like Blue and Yellow. I do like that as well. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that was just definitely the emo part coming out of me.
I don't know if you actually look, so stop looking. I'm gonna name three. I'm going to name their top 3 most played, and you have to guess them in order. So we've got...
I told you I don't know names.
Yeah, I'll say the 3, and then you have to try and put them in the order. So these are in the order of the album.
Okay.
So Taste of Ink, then Buried Myself Alive, and then Blue and Yellow are the top. Like, so that's just in order. So what do you reckon?
I don't know. Maybe go Taste of Ink.
Would be the
number one.
Number one. Yep.
Just how you said it would be 1, 2, 3. I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's crazy because say Maybe Memories is like 9 million plays.
Yeah.
But so Buried Myself Alive is nearly 39. It's only a couple thousand off 39 million. But Taste of Ink is 145 million. So
crazy.
People have just played that singular.
Yeah.
Which goes to show with the whole. I think I was seeing before that it was like Taste of Ink was just hugely.
It might have been even
on their list of best 100 singles of the thing.
It might have been even on like a sports game that I used to play as well, like as a like menu track.
Yeah, it could be.
I could be completely wrong on that, but I feel like it was.
Wrong. No, I have no
Says
idea.
here you are wrong.
Yeah, Matthew McEwen is wrong. I really like it too. I think it's a top album, and I think that they also were one to define who I was, especially because they fall into the creepiness kind of genre thing that I seem to follow, which I guess this is a leak in like you've leaked into the creepiness on like it was something that was like
still
took hold of you.
But then they're super melodic still and like just catchy riffs and stuff. So that's why maybe. But yeah,
I think that's probably the biggest. Maybe I need to try and find something that's super melodic and creepy at the same time, just so you can.
So we can have something to listen to in the car
together.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, hidden track as well on the end.
Yeah, Choke Me.
Yep.
I saw on here they have Just a Little was a Japanese bonus track, which is something that I like kind of miss, but it's only because I used to download music. But how they used to have like European bonus track and stuff so you know I might have gotten the actual CD but I'd still miss out on a song or something, and so cool. I remember like having to download and like being like, oh, I've got this
like collectible
then. I'm like making sure that you had every song by them kind of thing.
Thanks LimeWire.
But obviously they don't do. I think I've seen people do it on vinyls and stuff.
Oh yeah, they usually. I have seen that, and it's what's the guy's name from the White Stripes?
Jack White.
Jack White. His album, like solo album, that's got some weird shit to it. Like, if you peel, like I think it's underneath the middle sticker, there's a hidden track under there.
Oh really?
So if you peel the center sticker off and not put the needle on the vinyl, it's like it has a hidden track.
You know he owns a vinyl pressing company.
Oh, well, that makes shitloads of sense.
Yeah. Because I've got some friends in Auckland that opened up a vinyl pressing company.
Yeah, okay.
And I think there's only like 3 in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, right.
And Jack White went and visited them.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah. So he like took a tour around their thing, and I was like, that's sick. Like, because he tried to bring the revival up. Because I think when it comes to vinyl pressings,
probably did.
When it comes to vinyl pressings, I think there's like a huge weight because there's hardly. I think there's more and more now, but because it wasn't big for a long time when CDs and stuff came out.
Yeah, they probably shut down all those vinyl presses.
Yeah. And so, and I think my mate's ones are still the only one in New Zealand.
Yeah,
like there's no other vinyl pressings.
Yep.
And they just kind of redo old ones. They get licensing to repress and sell and stuff.
Just hit up bands being like, hey.
Yeah, well, you can press here kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you want to do a limited edition press at this joint?
Yeah. But I think that's like a super cool thing.
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I got just all my vinyls up there.
Can you see that?
No.
Can you guys see that?
Can you look up
Can
there?
you just look up?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I gave all mine to Fatty, so
to look after.
Yeah.
Not to keep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'll probably think otherwise watching this.
No, because I kept Antagonist AD's one.
Yeah.
Because Matt Livingston gave me that.
Oh, that's cute.
And then I had the Sufjan Stevens one that I had like kept with me. Like I gave him all my other ones because I didn't have a vinyl player.
Yeah.
And then I kept those 2 and had them on my wall because I really enjoyed them. And just before I moved over here, I was like, so they are the only 2 that I would probably like really, really want back. I remember I pre-ordered La Dispute's House Full of Rooms album, like their 3rd album or something like that. Pre-ordered it on vinyl. This was when I was living in Brisbane. It was meant to come on a certain date and it didn't come. And then I got an email and they were like, oh, I'm really sorry, we've had a delay in shipments, so you won't get it for a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And they were like, here's a free download link so you can download and listen to the album. And I was so pissed off because I was like, and I remember emailing them being like, fuck you. Like, this is actually bullshit. Like, if I want, why didn't I just download the album? Like, why did, I was so wild. And yeah. So I don't think I bought vinyls for a long while after that. I was like, that's so bullshit.
Pure hate.
But then I got it and it was real beautiful. It's like a sky blue see-through.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Yeah. So that's my veer off. Sorry.
No, that's cool. Little side quest.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what about you? What's your favourite song on that album?
Bulimic is definitely, I think that's probably just because I learnt the drums to it.
Yeah.
But I really like just the end of On My Own because he goes in, how you were talking about the fry screaming.
Yeah.
He goes into that. I will try and
find it.
Yeah,
bring it up.
Yeah, bring
it up. Just do it.
Just that. That's just that one little bit. I was like, because I don't know. Whenever you hear normal singers, they either just go flat, like they try to hold the note and go flat. But when you have this genre of music, you can just fucking go into a scream. And, yeah. And that album cover's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy. Cool. Anything else about it?
So it reached number 34 on Australian charts.
Yep.
63 on the US charts. It got gold in Australia and Canada. It got silver in the UK, and it got platinum in the United States. So they played in a local act and performed in in a band that featured Bert. The band broke up. This is like a different band. Then 3 of them started a new band called Dumb Luck, and shortly after they broke up. And then the U's formed in January 2001 with the 3 of them. The trio were in need of a vocalist, held many fruitless auditions. According to Howard, they remembered about Bert and called him up. After that, everything just fell into place. Yeah. This is something that I read before that I thought was crazy. Following a period of homelessness, the group recorded a demo release, Demos from the Basement. They said that the group listened back on the demos over and over, getting stoked, talking about what we really wanted to do with them. The group eventually gave a copy to John Feldman from Goldfinger, and he would tell us they totally sucked. The band subsequently honed their sound before Feldman flew the group to Los Angeles, where they played to a label showcase without any success. However, they soon began to receive offers from record companies soon after. The group signed to major record label Reprise Records in late 2001. McCracken said the label staff really seemed to get what we were about, offering us 100% creative and artistic freedom.
Nice.
So they sucked for like a year. Which...
But it's not that long to suck.
No, not at all.
I mean, we still suck, and we've been doing it, what, 8 months now?
Yeah. But I just find it funny that they gave it to John Feldman, and he was like, nah, you guys suck. And then he went on to be the producer for the album, which I thought was great.
That's good. There's a lot of like hounding and pestering, just being like, well, make us good then, dick.
Which actually, like, it's surprising how much like hounding people actually works.
Yeah.
If you just like constantly hound.
So shut the fuck up and
I guess that's the whole,
have
like,
a record label then.
Yeah, kind of fake it until you make it.
But to be like that there, especially for that time, 2002, and then only been together for a year and having that sound and like the quality of album it is too, it's top tier. It's sort of producing.
And like I don't know
how much money they put into it, but geez, it's good.
Yeah,
it's not like those other sort of shit EPs that I've heard before.
Oh yeah, like when you first
quality shit, not just like bad songs.
That's 7 years. He would have been 17, 18 as well.
Yeah, okay.
When they released that. Shit. So to have those vocals at 17, 18. There's one thing that I find real crazy actually is I don't know anyone that can sing that good. No. Like I've never even I've not even known someone to know someone that sings that good. It just blows my mind.
Well, that's the 1%er, aren't they?
Yeah, he was a Mormon. Yeah, but that I don't really have much else besides the fact that it's a top tier pick. Yeah. I think that it was a very influential album.
Yeah.
Prior to joining the Used, McCracken was the vocalist of a straight edge band called Cobra Kai, which he was kicked out of after beginning to smoke marijuana.
That will do it. Do you just want to play the last track, play the hidden track, or? I can remember I just always laugh at hidden tracks because it'll be I'd very commonly just put an album on to go to sleep or whatever, and then it would you'd get to the end and then all of a sudden it would just be even though you're asleep, you're still subconsciously awake, sort of and then you'll just hear this fucking bang, just it'll be quiet and then it'll just start again. It'll go, oh shit, startle you every time.
I completely agree.
So basic and awesome.
Yeah.
I get why old people are still stuck on there. Like, when I used to think when old people were stuck listening to their old music, it's like,
Yeah.
I get that now.
Well,
I used to think when I was that age, being like, this is like old and shit. Why do you still listen to this? I get it now.
that was
up.
the whole reason why I was doing the album of the year.
Yeah.
Is because I didn't want us to
Yeah.
be stuck like that. And I was like, if we like constantly have to have an album that comes out that year, then
Yeah.
at least we're not just going to be stuck on this. We can.
Yeah.
And it was that was purely the reason, because like,
Don't want to be that guy.
well, like, I still love the older music.
Yeah.
Like, it will be the best, and I don't like, but yeah. I just didn't want to be like them, doing like everything that comes out now is shit.
Yeah, don't want to be that guy. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's still good stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely great stuff that comes out, but like, you can't beat this like early 2000s to late 2000s.
No, it's ingrained. There's too many
Yeah.
memories involved, too many
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, when I hear albums that I used to listen to, it definitely takes me back to a time, and like I can still feel the same feelings I felt back then. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what my aura was at that time, if that's a thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Been
I
angsty or some shit.
I remember, I knew I wasn't cool. but I remember thinking I was cool by not being cool because of this music. Like, so I didn't...
Is that like a paradox?
I don't... Yeah, maybe. I remember... I talked to the cool kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, in school, you know, the cool kids.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't care if I wasn't a part of it, because
Yeah.
I was like, I have this.
I have my own thing.
Yeah. And that's why I think also... we're still probably friends to this day.
Yeah.
And, like, all of us are still, like, talk to this day, like, nearly 20 years later kind of
Yeah.
thing, like, is because we had that and no one else did. It was ours.
Friends.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh well. No, that's good. I definitely love this album.
Yeah.
Like I said, it made it into my most played albums of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
year, or like from the previous year, 1 year. So then I continued to listen to it again.
Yeah,
Whenever I
and-
listen to that playlist.
And do you like all of their other albums?
Yeah, I definitely don't like them as much as that. I know that's probably like just a shit thing to say, but
Did you
I
ever
don't
know they had Meds?
No.
There's an album that came out this year
Oh.
in June.
Well, we ain't very good fans, are we?
Yeah, no. I didn't know that came out. That's alright. That's alright. I would say I liked Lies for the Liars.
Yeah, that was another big album for that time.
yeah.
As well for me.
Like, it would be that and their self-titled would be the two that I was like, this is great.
There's good songs in Love and Death, but
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
but-
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But, like, I feel like in Love and Death, almost too polished is what I'd probably
Maybe.
say. It was too not radio friendly, because there was definitely some not radio friendly songs. But, like, yeah. Oh, sound effects and overdramatics, that is top tier song, actually. Now that I think about it, it's a fucking great song. But yeah, like Cut Up Angels and stuff, that was too emo-y for me.
Yeah.
It's heading towards the dashboard confessional type style of
That's
things.
where we cut it off.
Yeah, that's oh, and that's right.
That's
They did
emo.
that Under Pressure with My Chemical Romance. I forgot about that. As
Oh,
well. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right. Any final words from you for about this? Blah, 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 blah.
Listen to The Used, and if you were to listen to a song, I would say start with Bulimic, because it's my favourite, and I don't care if you like it or not. But then...
It's my album.
yeah, you can say yours after. And play it from start to finish. I reckon if you play it like that, it kind of has a curve to it
Yeah,
on, like, peakness.
for sure.
That's my final thoughts on it.
Yeah, cool. Good. I can't follow that up, really. Just
what one do you... If they were
Nah.
to pick one first.
I don't know. Listen to Maybe Memories first, because that's just a top tier like intro track, and then I don't know. My fave, like I said, box full of fuck me, a box full of sharp objects. Yeah, listen to that, and then if you want to just emo out Blue and Yellow.
yeah. Box full of sharp objects. But it's in this video where he throws up on stage.
Sick. It's just top tier. I love it.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my faves, all-time faves. Like and subscribe. Yeah.
All right.
Anything else? Nah. Like and subscribe. Let's get 10 likes for the used.
10 likes. I don't think there's that many fans out there.
They're on tour at the minute, so maybe.
Yeah.
That's only just.
Yeah, they just started their tour. Right?
Yeah.
Do you reckon they're coming?
I don't think they're coming now. They just came back a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I missed it, and I'm annoyed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think it. No, I haven't seen them live. No.
No. All right.
All right.
Cool.